Hey YouTube, I'm back once again with some more pickups. So it's Saturday today, the 2nd of January 2021, so Happy New Year. My voice is a little bit croaky again this week, so you just have to bear with me. But I haven't really done an awful lot as far as going out and looking for stuff. We've been on lockdown again. Well, tier 4, but it's just as good as lockdown, I guess. Since Wednesday, I believe. I'm so lost for days this week. So I literally went out 2 days on the trot. Did a bit of hunting. Bought some stuff off Amazon with the vouchers I got for Christmas, and I have one item from eBay which I got a week ago, which arrived this morning. So we'll just quickly go through what I've got. So we're going to start off with some videotapes, some VHS, which I don't pick up that often, but I was in Thornaby and Buckwick Hospice, which I get VHS from there occasionally. I haven't had anything much at all over the last few times I've been there, but I spotted these 15p each, so I thought, why not? So the first one I got is Phil Collins' No Jacket Required EP from about 1985 or 1986. There's 5 tracks on there. Yes, I was happy to find that for 15 pence. This I've got an HD DVD, so I didn't really need the film. I just got it because of it's one of these. Is it Paramount or CIC? Is it Paramount? I can't remember now. Or Universal. Actually, I think this one's a Universal. Now I think about it, yeah. It's just this packaging from way back in the 80s that the VHS packaged Blu-ray collection from HMV kind of emulates. And I think I only have one of these, or maybe 2 now. But yeah, I grabbed it for that. And then the other one I got was a sci-fi film that I kind of vaguely remember, but not really, from I think the 90s. The Arrival with Charlie Sheen. At one point this was $2.99 in Morrison's, and yeah, I was going to say it was $7.99, but it's not. It's $2.99 as well. But anyway, just a few videotapes. Same place while I was in there. I found some DVDs, 25p each. Jurassic Galaxy. I'm sure this is as cheesy as it looks. A Top Gear one that I didn't have. 50 Years of Bond Cars. I've always been a big James Bond fan, and a lot of that is to do with the cars, I suppose. So happy to find this. And this is a Denzel Washington movie that I've never heard of. Looks like it's from the 80s, but it could be from the early 90s. The Mighty Quinn. Like I say, I've never heard of this one, so I grabbed that for 25p. That was Thornaby. I don't think there's anything else here. Oh no, there's one of the Blu-ray I got from Mind for £1.25. Pacific Rim Uprising. I've never seen this one, but it was £1.25, like I say. I would prefer to grab the 3D version of this, but it's still quite expensive in CX, and it's not available locally anyway. But at some point I'll get that in 3D. So that was it for Thornaby. I was also in Middlesbrough, I think the same day as I got those. I didn't do that great, although there was one thing that I picked up. I just need to find something. Okay, so I was in YMCA, and anyone who saw one of my previous pickups videos, I found some Blu-rays in there for a couple of quid each, and there was some foreign release titles. I got Frantic and I got Gia and a couple of others, and I was back in because there's one in there that I didn't pick up, and I was kind of on the fence on whether I should buy it. And in the end, I got it. I had another look, and is it Italian? I can't remember, but it does have English subtitles. I thought, what the heck? It might be something I can sell on eBay. And there was another one for that matter as well. Anyway, when I looked, these do sell for sort of £12 to £15. So I thought, for £2, I'll grab it. Yeah, I'm not even going to try. I don't know any of the cast because they all appear to be foreign. So yeah, I grabbed that. I also spotted this one. There was no price on it, but I just assumed it was the same price it was. Good Vibrations. It's got a reasonable cast. So I thought, grab that one. When I looked, CXL is for £5. So I grabbed that. The one and only DVD that I got, Dancing with Wolves. This is a, I don't know if it's a limited edition, but it's a 3-disc special edition in a digipack. So I thought it looked quite nice. It's in absolutely immaculate condition. Priced up at £1.50. Keep going out of focus. Then I spotted this, and I got one of these in exactly the same place a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago now. So this is Wild Things, and I remember looking when I got the other one to see, because I was trying to find out whether this was available in the UK, which it turns out it's not, because I thought I'd had a digital copy of this, but it must have been something else. So I thought, oh well, I'll get this one and stick it on eBay. But I thought it was weird to find the same title, non-UK release title, in the charity shop, in the same charity shop. Now, if it had been something like, I don't know, The Hunger Games or Ted or even Harry Potter, I probably wouldn't have been that surprised. But to find this twice in the same charity shop within a couple of weeks to something that isn't available in the UK, I thought, yeah, I thought it was weird. Anyway, when I got back, this was the one I got a couple of weeks ago. And this is the one I got this week. This is an unrated edition. This is not. There are actually two different cuts of the movies. I forget what the times are, but I think there's about 7 or 8 minutes difference in length. So as it turns out, I'm going to end up keeping both of these. But yeah, that was really weird. When I got to the checkout, well, it's not a checkout, it's more just to the till counter, whatever you want to call it. This lot should have been £7.50, and the woman kept putting them in and trying to avoid it off, and she made a whole pig's ear of it. I don't know exactly what she did, and she had to call the boss over. So by the time the boss came over and sorted it out, I'd been stood there for, I mean, it was only a few minutes, and you know, several times she said to me, "I'm really sorry, that one isn't included. I'm really sorry it's taking such a long time." And I'm thinking, well, it's not really. And she said, for your patience, she said, I'll only charge you £5. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to complain. So I got that whole lot for £5. So I was well pleased. Then moving on, that's all I got. Is that all I got in Middlesbrough? want to say I got something from HMV, but that was a different HMV. So when I was in Darlington, so I went over to Darlington because I'd mentioned before that all the charity shops, or a lot of the charity shops were closed. And this was still the case even though I went during the day. A few of them closed before Christmas and aren't opening until this coming week, 4th of January. So I missed out on a few. Went to CX because I had some vouchers. I spotted this on the shelf. Now this is a little bit of an anomaly for me. When it comes to TV shows, I like to either buy them individually or get the entire run in a box set. What I mean by that is the whole series, from series 1 to, if there's 7 series, series 7, if there's 5 series, then series 1 to 5 or whatever. These days, especially with big series, things like Game of Thrones, and lots of others have done it. Every time there's a new series, they release a new box set with all the past series up to that point. And I do know why they do it, because they're going to make money. But what I got was Drop the Dead Donkey. But this is series 4, 5 and 6. Now this isn't something they do very often. I already have series 1, 2 and 3, not in a box set though. But there's been, I think this is only the second series that I know have done this. The other one being 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. They released series 1 and 2 in a box set, and then released series 3 and 4 in a box set. So you didn't, if you'd bought series 1 and 2, you weren't buying them again to get series 3 and 4, and they've done the same here. There's a series 1, 2, 3 box set, even though I don't have that, I have them individually. And then rather than you having to buy series 1, 2 and 3 again to get series 4, 5 and 6, although I'm sure these are available singly as well, this is just 4, 5 and 6 together. So for £6, I thought that was pretty good. I do like this show. Been is it 30 years old, maybe older than that now, although these new series were probably early 90s. But yeah, it was a good satirical program from the time. HMV, oh no, we were in CX, weren't we? So in CX I also grabbed the Martian, this being the extended edition, which I've not seen. I've seen the standard, I guess, theatrical cut, which I have the 3D version of, but I haven't seen this one, so I was happy to grab that. It was only £4 with the slipcover, and then another Arrow release to add to the collection, which will go on the shelf with all the other white case editions that I've got there, or white sleeve, I suppose. No, I've moved that, it's going to be all skew with. Yeah, so Zombie Flesh Eaters was a tenner, but I think it's worth it. And it was with vouchers. Double disc, booklet. So I was, yeah, I'm happy to have another Arrow release back in the collection. Then onto HMV. Not necessarily in the order that I bought these, but I got this in HMV. This is another Jackie Chan from 88 Films, Dragon Fist. I want to say there was 4 initial movies released like this. And again, I need to get something off the shelf. So I have 3 of those 4, and I bought them all in HMV. So they're the 3 that I own. But this one, Dragon Fist, is the one I got this week. The other one that I need, I think it's called, is it Battle Creek Brawl? I'm sure it is. That seems to be the hardest one in my experience. even looking online to find with the slipcover. I mean, the title itself is available from 88 Films website, and I'm sure HMV and Zavvi probably have it as well. But you can't seem to get it with the slipcover, even on eBay. Sold items on eBay are as high as 50 quid, which, yeah, I'm not going to be paying that for it. I'll just have to hopefully see if it appears at some point in CEX. And although there are a lot more Jackie Chan movies now available through 88 Films, there was only 4 initially released with this style artwork. So yeah, I do want to collect. I mean, I want to collect them all anyway, but specifically these 4 with the slipcovers would be nice. Looks odd if one of them's different. Then now, this next place I went to is Entertainment Exchange. Is that right? I think it was Entertainment Exchange, but it was Exchange with a capital X, change, not EX, just X. And they primarily deal with vinyl records. I think that's the main business. They do a few video games, mostly retro stuff. But then they have a massive wall at the back of the store of CDs. The most CDs I think I've seen in one place since probably HMV in the 90s. Even HMV today doesn't have anything close to the amount of CDs that this place has. And then they have a small section at the back, or near the back, of Blu-rays, which is still a fair amount, a few hundred Blu-rays and DVDs as well. And they seem to have an offer on at the moment for Blu-rays on 3 for 2. So, 3 for 2. So buy 2, get the third one free. And for the most part, they're overpriced. But getting the third one free can kind of tip the balance back to them being reasonably priced if you buy the right ones. And there was a few in there that I would have liked to have bought, but were just a little too expensive. But these were £3 each. But because I got one of them free, it worked out they're only £2 each. So I found The Secret Policeman's Ball. This been the 2012 Radio City Music Hall, 4th of March 2012. I've got the original Secret Policeman Ball box set on DVD from the 70s and the 80s they were recorded. So this one's a more recent one. I haven't really looked into other than what's on the cover as to who's in this, but I do really like Eddie Izzard. Older Eddie Izzard, not older, not recent Eddie Izzard, but Eddie Izzard from the 90s, I suppose, and maybe early 2000s. Sarah Silverman, I think it's hilarious. Russell Brand, again, modern political Russell Brand, I don't care for at all, but older, younger Russell Brand is what I mean, isn't too bad. Coldplay, not a fan. Ben Stiller, his movies are alright. I don't know who Jon Stewart is. And it says many, many more, which there's a big list on the back there. I'm not going to go through all them. This one just looked interesting. Kill Your Friends with Nicholas Hoult. So we'll give that a go. Comes with the slip. And then the last one, you can laugh if you want, because I did. 50 Shades Freed. I've got the other 2, so the completist in me said grab this. It's the first time I've seen this one outside of CEX, and it's the only time I think I've ever seen it with the slipcover, and I've got the other 2 with slipcovers. So, although that really doesn't make a difference because I already have the slipcover for this anyway upstairs with my collection of slips. So yeah, they're the 3 I bought from there. Then with my Amazon vouchers, I grabbed a few things off Amazon, obviously. 2 more 88 Films Italian collection releases to add to the collection. So Macabre from Lamberto Bava. This being spine number 58 from 1980. There is an Arrow release of this, but it's only a DVD, which I also have. Yeah, happy to grab that. Came with the slip. Kind of a bit of a gamble, but it paid off. Gamble in such a way that I didn't know 100% for certain whether it would come with a slip, especially this next one, because it's sold out on 88 Films website. But you've always got the option with Amazon Prime to free returns. But yeah, it worked out. And then I got the Devil's Honey, again with the slip. This being another one that's in a blue case. This is spine number 60 from 1986. These, of course, have got the Italian on the internal art, which I do quite like that art, but not with the Italian title on it. And they've stopped putting, in fact it's been a while now since they stopped putting the Italian collection spine on the inside, which they always used to do. So it didn't matter which artwork you had, you still had the Italian collection numbered spine on the outside, although it doesn't really matter, I suppose, if you've got the slipcover. It's just not all of them came with slipcovers. And that brings me down to only needing 4 more now, which I'm happy about. Although one of them's, it's not going to be difficult to get, but it's not going to be cheap. Not particularly cheap. I mean, to be fair, there's one on eBay at the moment for about 15 quid, which isn't bad. So I need 2 Evil Eyes. There's the 2 Indiegogo editions, 11 Days, 11 Nights and Beatrice Sensei, although they have been reissued through their 88 Films website, but not with the slips. So to get them with the slips, I need the Indiegogo releases. They kind of fluctuate as far as price is concerned. The buy it now ones are always quite expensive, but occasionally one will come onto eBay an auction, and I don't think they go quite as high. And then the last one I think that I need, I'm sure that I need, is yeah, Brothers Till We Die, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say is, what were they? $50, $58 and $60. Have I got 59? I think I've already got 59, and I've got 61 and 62. So Brothers Till We Die might be 57. Just looking on the shelf. What was the one I got the other day? Well, not the other day, for Christmas. So the one I got for Christmas was 59, which, yeah, so. Then we've also got 56. Yeah, so 57. Brothers Till We Die, I'm guessing is 57. Why is this keep going out of focus? Right, the next one I got came also from Amazon, and when I saw this had been released, this came from, this is an Arrow release with the slipcover. I had a look at the trailer probably a couple of months ago. I thought that looks interesting. knew something that I had not seen before. This is White Fire. Like I say, it's got slip cover. It's one of these nice soft touch, almost velvety feeling slip covers. I've already switched the artwork. And when I saw that, I thought, that looks familiar. I've seen that somewhere before. And I can only assume that back in probably the 80s, maybe the 90s, but I would say in the 80s, I've seen that on the shelf in a video shop somewhere. I must have done. But never rented it for whatever reason. But this film, this movie, I think fits into the category so bad it's good. It was cheesy as all hell. Really, really cheesy. There's some really bad mistakes in there. I mean, the sound effects, there's a lot of fight scenes, but the sound effects for some of them fight scenes is incredible. It's so, like I say, so bad. There's also the scene with a couple on the beach that they get into an argument and the bloke walks away and the cameras sort of flick backwards and forwards between the couple as they're separating. And in one shot, the woman all of a sudden has got a completely different outfit on. Different style, different colour. It cuts back to the bloke who's continues walking away and then cuts back to her again, back in the original outfit she had on. I mean, how did they make mistakes like that? I was half expecting to see the woman later in the film in that outfit in a different scene, and they've just cut in something from a different scene, but no, that never happened. I never saw her before or after that moment in that film in that outfit. But the biggest test, I would say, for a movie like this is, would I watch it again? Absolutely. It was a hot mess, but it was a lot of fun. White Fire. So that's the original artwork, but I've already flipped it over. Comes with a booklet. There was an art card as well, which I'm pretty sure I've already got that one. Daniel isn't real. And then finally, I hope everybody's sitting down because it's Chakanari time. So, this, I knew about its existence way before it was released. I didn't pre-order it at the time. I thought at £25, that seems a bit steep for the company that was selling it. It's a 101 films release. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I didn't order it, and then they were showing on the website that's limited to their own site. It was going to come with some art cards. No, not art cards. Greetings cards. Some Christmas greetings cards. So we've got Silent Night, Deadly Night, parts 1 and 2. This is Black Label Collection. Difficult to see there, but it's number 17. Comes in a hard box, which is unusual for 101 films. Yeah, so when they advertised it as if you buy it in the next few days, we'll give you these greetings cards related to the movie, but they were separate. So you got this like this, and then the card separate. I saw a video of somebody unboxing one before the offer was over, and the cards were too big to fit inside this packaging, which is probably why they were separate. Which to me is, what's the point? I can't keep it with the item, with the release. If you can't keep it in the box, there's no point in getting those. And so this was released while we were in lockdown in November. So I knew the only way to get it would be online. And I thought, I'll wait close to Christmas once I've been paid at the end of November. Anyway, unbeknownst to me, no, actually I did know. I got there was a post on Facebook to say that this had gone out of print from 101 Films. That in itself didn't bother me too much because that happens with Arrow all the time, and other companies have them for quite a while usually after that time, especially with like I say, with Arrow releases. Turned out Amazon went out of print or went out of stock of this about 2 weeks before 101 Films, according to 101 Films website or Facebook page. Anyway, fast forward to Black Friday. This was for sale on HMV's website on Black Friday for 20 quid. So I thought, yep, I'll have that. Add to cart, went to check out, £3 postage. I thought, the cheeky bastards. Apparently they do free postage over £20, and it was $19.99. So it was a penny off. Now, had I had my sensible head on, I'd have probably just found something else and added it and bought it. But I thought, you know what, I'll just get it sent to the store, because they do that now. You can have items sent to your local HMV, and then you just go collect them. Because we're in lockdown, that feature was only available in, I think, Scotland and Wales, because they weren't on lockdown at the time. Was it Northern Ireland? Definitely Scotland, because when I did a check, you put in your postcode and it tells you your nearest available store, and the nearest available store was in Scotland at the time. It wouldn't let me have it sent to my local store until lockdown had ended. Anyway, come the 2nd of December, lockdown had ended, so I ordered it off. By this time, the Black Friday offer had ended. So I thought, well, I'm gonna end up paying more for it now anyway. So I ordered it from HMV to be sent to my local store. I also went into HMV that day to see if they actually had it in stock. I thought, you know, if they do, I'll buy it, cancel my order. They didn't. About a week went by and I'd heard nothing from HMV. So I checked on the website and my order hadn't even been posted. They were now showing it out of stock. HMV at that point, or going back a week when I ordered it, HMV were the only retailer online that still had this in stock. So I was getting a bit worried at that point. I thought, you know, they were already selling for silly money on eBay. So I contacted I contacted HMV. It took them a couple of days to get back to me, because it's difficult to contact them direct. You've got to go through Twitter or Facebook. And then when you contact them on Twitter or Facebook, they give you an email address to contact them, which is a bit weird. So I finally got a response back from them saying, oh, contact us at this email address, by which time I'd already had a message from HMV saying that the order had been cancelled because it had gone out of stock. So a couple of days later, when I was off, I went into HMV in Middlesbrough to see if they'd got any, and I couldn't find them once again. So I actually asked the guy behind the counter, and he said, oh yeah, they had them in stock on the 4th of December. So 2 days after I ordered, they had the stock in, and by the 10th of December, they'd gone out of print, I think, on the 8th, and by the 10th, they'd sold out. So the whole time I was waiting for HMV to tell me that they'd sent this to Middlesbrough for me to collect, Middlesbrough had them in stock the whole time, and I didn't know. So I was really pissed off about that. So again, I missed out. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I'd had it in my Christmas list that I sent out. So I was sort of fingers crossed, hopefully somebody will get me it for Christmas. That didn't happen, but on Christmas Day, I want to say, it reappeared on Amazon, but not in stock. But it reappeared to being able to order, which it had been unavailable for every time I'd checked, in between seeing this on HMV and Christmas. And suddenly it was available again to order, even though it was out of stock. So I put an order in. I thought, it's a little bit more. I think it's £27.50. It's a little bit more, but I ordered it anyway. And within a few hours, it went back to being unavailable, and then became available again, but still out of stock. And that order I still have on Amazon. I'm just waiting for them to send me an email to say, I think it's more likely going to be an email to say they're not going to be able to get it, as opposed to an email saying, oh, we'll be delivering it on this date. In the interim, I had tagged a few on eBay and saved them, and this one ended, and it was about £22 or £21. I thought, I'll put a bid in for this, and they were asking £4 for postage. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to put a bid in for 30 quid. It's still way, way cheaper than the selling on eBay normally. And I got it for £24 in the end. And since then, there's been a few sold. And again, they've sold for more and more and more. Even open ones have sold for more than what I paid for this. So I'm happy that I got it. Unfortunately, Christmas has been over a week now. I still want to watch these, but I think I'll probably end up waiting until next year now. So Christmas is really over. So that's my Jack and Ori story of finally getting this, having passed up on it so many times when I could have had it. I could have had it cheaper, because I was so tight-fisted, that I didn't want to pay HMV the postage money for it. In the end, HMV would have been £22.99, £22.98. It was £19.99 plus £2.99 for postage. So I ended up only paying £1 over what I would have got at HMV for, but from HMV I would have had it way before Christmas. So there you go, another video that's way longer than it really should have been. But considering this is only really 2 days worth of pickups plus a few Amazon and an eBay item, I don't think I've done too bad. Of course, a few that are bought with vouchers, which is always happy. I mean, to be fair, I had to put about 98p towards that one. But other than that, yeah, I'm happy. But like I mentioned, we're back in we're as good as back in lockdown. I mean, it's tier 4, but it's more or less the same as lockdown was in November. So there's no shops open other than supermarkets and other. Poundland is open, I suppose, but other than that, there's nothing. I have probably little to no intention, unless I find something I really have to get, of getting anything off Amazon or eBay. There's a couple more Jackie Chan releases that are on Amazon at the moment at a kind of a discount, not mega discount, but a decent price that if I were a little more flush I would buy. But from the stuff I bought before Christmas, and some stuff that I bought this week, can't really count them because I didn't buy them. I've still got 3 more weeks before I'm paid again, so it's looking less likely to be buying that much, I would say, over the next few weeks. I do have the Bill and Ted Trilogy set coming end of this month, so that's one thing to look forward to. I've seen the new film; it's fantastic, but I've not seen Bogus Journey in high definition as yet. I do have the DVD, and that's the best we've had in the UK up to now, apart from, I guess, digital download. I'm assuming there's a high definition digital download of it on either iTunes or Google Play or somewhere. But yeah, I haven't seen that. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on anymore. That's it. Pickups for less than a week, I suppose. Once again, thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Have we got a code word? Have we got a code word? How about a code phrase? Christmas is over. If you got to the end of the video, if you got to this point here, just if you want to leave a message, just post below. There it is. Just post below. Christmas is over. And I will catch you. I don't know when. I doubt it'll be next week, but definitely before the end of the month, I would say. At very least, I'll have an unboxing, I think, of Bill and Ted when it arrives. What will I get between now and then? Honestly, I don't know. No plans. We'll see. I might it's January. I might have a bit of a break. At least on pickups. We'll see what else comes along. Anyway, thanks for watching. Speak to you next time. Ta-ra.